Hello, and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Oh, well, I have so many recordings I need to work on. Let's just say, so many topics when it comes to dating nightmares. I hope you watched the last episode. Then my medical nightmare journey and how some doctors should have never been doctors, and how my medical adventure has just begun because I still have more tests and procedures to go through. Yay me. But yeah, there's so many things I want to say right now, but I will once I get into different parts of my adventure. But yeah, I said politics, dating nightmares, medical journey. Then I'm going to do more Reddit stories, interestingly questionable or idiotically questionable episodes. I have not done one in forever, but I have three or four where I did like a top 5 through 10 of different situations, mostly showing bigotry. And while this one, yeah, I thought today would be a perfect day to record, especially since it's National Coffee Day. And I'm not putting it out on National Coffee Day, I'm recording it on National Coffee Day. And well, when I saw this story on my Facebook, I had to look it up on YouTube because I followed her for I think maybe 2.5 years now. Actually, no, it might be more because I think it was right around COVID when I found uh, Miss TKO. But she talks about relationships, passport bros, and a lot of things I can connect to. And I don't want to say she is the reason why I knew I had to break up with my ex, because I knew even year 3 and 4 that I had no business dating this man. But if you've listened to previous episodes, yeah, I felt like I was stuck with him. I thought I had to settle with him. Even though he treated me like utmost garbage, thought he's the best I can do. Like, most men don't want to deal with a woman that walks like me. Most black men don't want to deal with a woman that acts like me. I I thought that even though I knew he would never truly, because he said he loved me, I knew it was garbage. I knew it was a lie, but at least he tolerated me, and I was settling for being tolerated. How sad is that? How sad is, yeah. So, but when I watched this video on the perfect day, because once I remembered that today was National Coffee Day, I thought I should record a video about the awful relationship, the 7 year relationship. So, okay, let's get down to it. And if you're new, hi, hello, check out the other videos. So, anyway, with her video, and she can connect to it. So, like, the way she got emotional is it was a Reddit story where watch it because she reads it. And this woman, she has surgery, major surgery on her stomach and intestines, I believe. And it's such a crucial surgery, and now her body is so sensitive when it comes to needing time to heal. She can't pick up more than 10 pounds. She can only, like, she used to jog, like run or jog for like a mile or and a half or something like that, to now she has a hard time going up and down the stairs. She can, for the first couple of weeks, it's a liquid only diet, and then she can move up to like maybe like pudding and jello, you know the drill. Like, because yeah, I didn't have to go through that exact thing when I had my surgery, but yeah, this episode is going to be my relationship with my surgery. But why this hit home so much is she had a strict diet, and so she prepared herself. And that's why part of me, I'm like, bravo girl, bravo, because she prepared ahead of time. she prepared her favorite, like at least with her gluten allergy and things like that. She prepared meals ahead of time. She put some in the main freezer. Then she had a deep freezer, which, oh, I love deep freezers, in the garage. And so she planned so that she will, and she also planned meals for her husband and son, which part of me is like, you are a superwoman. It's like with everything women already have to do and deal with. And then it's like, not only did she prepare for herself, she prepared for them as well while she heals. But okay, so she had this surgery and she's eating her meals, but then she goes to the freezer and she doesn't see any. So, and this is the refrigerator in the house. So then she goes to the deep freezer in the garage. And well, it's empty too. So she's shocked, surprised, enamored. She goes to her husband and asks, and first he blames the son. And she knew better because she was just like, with my picky diet and everything I can't eat and everything, I know he wouldn't do that. And she even mentioned how her son has been kind of like the superhero to her. Like he's been picking up for her and helping her out and like basically giving a hand out, knowing that she is in need right now. And so she went back to her husband. And then he finally admitted, yeah, well, my lunches are really boring. I needed something different. So, yeah, I ate them. And knowing she just had surgery, knowing that if she gets off this diet, it could damage her body to the point where she is no longer on this earth. And oh my gosh, like especially when knowing Miss TKO just had surgery, so this hit home for her. This this hit home for me in different ways, but at the same time, like watching how it hit home, like it's really sad how common this is. Because the woman writing on Reddit, she's been through it. Miss TKO, she's been through this. And I don't know if it's like, I think hers was with family, but it might be relationship too. Because yeah, it's like I've been hoping she has a boo, because she's a good, like, I don't know, the way she gives advice and she motivates and she has her dance breaks. Like I said, check her channel out. But this really, really hit home for me. And yeah, this may be a two-part episode. Oops, sorry, my bad. But anyway, um, I was so disgusted with this man. And can I even call him a man? A human, but a man? It's like you're going to eat up all of your wife's food knowing that she's on a strict diet. Because part of me, some people might say, oh, maybe they didn't have this conversation. No, mm-mm. Because also, this man not only, like, she already planned meals for her husband and the son. And he knows because like she, even after the surgery, she had to have an IV of iron because she lost so much blood. And so part of me is just like, okay, and they're on a strict budget. And when she asked him to help her replenish, he refused. He refused, even though, like, because he said his lunches were boring, so he decided to take her food and take them out. But okay, listen to the kind of lunches. These are lunches like liquid diet, soft foods, maybe the pudding, but I think she said only the orange jello was left. And to me, I'm just like, so you can't go online and look up sandwich recipes. You can't go to Trader Joe's or any of these other places to find things other than mustard or mayo or like, cause like putting mango salsa in a sandwich changes it up. Or I mean, there are so many different types of ways you can make a lunch different, a lunch unique. So, and it's not, you don't have to make a bento box to make it exciting. I love bento boxes though, because, and yeah, I've been thinking about that too for about a week and a half. But anyway, part of me is just like, there's Google, there's Bing, there's so many different search engines. But instead of allowing your wife to heal, and oh, also, he said it's been 2 weeks. You can get back up and start doing things again. Like, this is major surgery on the intestines and stomach. It's like he doesn't, like, he has no clue how sensitive that is. And my surgery wasn't on my intestines and stomach, but when I had to do research on a second surgery I had to have later in the year, that year, it's like I was finding information on that. And even when I, like, before both of my surgeries, I was looking up different vitamins and different things because I'm low in iron too. And that's one reason, like, I love kiwi, but I love and appreciate kiwi even more because of the iron. And so I just think it's so disgusting with this man. Is he so selfish? Is he such a baby that he can't, like, because in a relationship, it should be when the woman needs your help, you are man enough to help her. And when the man is in need, ladies, we stand up and we help out too. And if it's heavy work or if it's work where, we need a little help, it's like hopefully we got some family, we got some friends, we got some neighbors that would be able to help us. Or you know what? You'll go to Google and look up, like, either if it's a, like, if the sink goes out or the, like, plumbing or whatever, you look up a plumber, look up somebody that can, fix what needs to be fixed. But his selfish no good, like, and this is all my opinion, but this no good, just selfish, oh, conniving, because to me this is conniving. Because has he ever been through surgery? And when will he have a surgery? I'm not saying everybody's gonna have surgery in their life, but especially with the food we're allowed to eat in this country, with all of these toxic all these toxic ingredients, you never know. But anyway, the reason why, and I'm going to keep going back and forth with my story, her story, but with my situation, when I could no longer walk anymore for 3 or 4 months, yeah, I I remember that, like, I was going through it, and at the same time I was trying to learn, or yeah, basically I was trying to relearn what I like to eat without the mental abuse, mental trauma. Because while growing up, I was always told different things about my weight, and but that's kind of a different story, but it is because it relates to. So, and the last doctor that I saw, while I could still walk, I told him how much pain I was in, and how excruciating, and just how I could hardly get out of bed some mornings. He told me, go home and lose weight. And the thing is, yes, I'm plus size, yeah, I'm overweight, but I'm not obese. He and the doctor who was telling me this, he's overweight and he's older. Like, part of me was just like, this doesn't make sense. And so next thing you know, I couldn't walk anymore. And sometimes I would try to explain to my ex-boyfriend how much pain I was in, how much pain I was in. And he would just be like, oh, you're in pain, just walk it off. Oh, you'll get over it. Oh, just go to the doctors again. Oh, maybe that just wasn't a good doctor, go to another doctor. And I kept going to doctors, and they kept, nothing's wrong with you. Oh, just walk it out. Like, 4 or 5 doctors telling me to walk it off. And then but I could hardly walk. How can I walk it off if I can hardly walk? And so, fast forward to November 2019, could no longer walk and going through tests, find out I need to have surgery. And so, November of 2019 was the last time I saw my ex face to face before. Well, yeah, it's a funny story with the last time I saw him. And he's refused to see me since because he doesn't want to drop my stuff off because he's so selfish, conniving, and yeah, but and I know, sorry, I'm back and forth, but yeah, I'm petty. But okay. When I had to have the surgery, he knew it. I told him. And I would even tell him or ask him, "Can you come see me? Can you come to the hospital? Can you come to the house?" No. And his daughters weren't at the house that weekend that I had the surgery. I had it on a Thursday or Friday. I remember the date, but yeah, I don't want people to be able to look it up. But um, I mean, I'm probably gonna say it at some point. I don't know. Sometimes I say it, sometimes I don't. But I knew he didn't have his daughters that weekend, and he said even if he did, because at first he was like, "Oh, do you expect me to come see you at the hospital?" And I'm just like, "It's major surgery. Yes, I'm gonna be there overnight. Yes, please." But then he kept on making up excuses because it was the winter time, and I'm I keep getting kind of flustered because I'm just like, "Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. This is when I need you. We've been together for like back then, I think that was 6 years. It wasn't 7 years yet. I was like, we've been together for 6 years. And you won't even visit me? You're not even gonna see me?" And so I cried about that. I cried about that a lot because I'm like, I'm not even worth a visit. And so during this time, I'm still the one that's calling him every single day. And I keep asking him, please call me sometimes. Sometimes I get tired of calling you. I'm not your mother, your receptionist, or your maid or anything. Like, no. Call me. Respect me enough to know that I want you to call me. I'm not obligated to call you. It's not my job to call you. It's not my responsibility to call you. I call you because I want to know how your day is. I want to know how you are. I just want to check up. It's like, so, and I say that because once I realized he was not going to come to the hospital, I asked him, "Okay, so you can call me around this time. I should be back. I should be in the hospital room by this time." He straight up told me no. He wasn't going to call me. Why won't you call me? I'm having surgery. I'm nervous. I was scared because like uh, for plus 30 years, over 30 years, doctors are telling me the pain is in my head. Now that I can't walk anymore, I'm about to have surgery. And part of me is just like, how did like, everyone kept saying I'm lying. Everyone called me a liar. But now I'm having surgery over a lie. Over a lie, like a supposed lie. I've been telling the truth. I kept telling people for so many years how my legs feel funny. It just didn't, like when people were able to do certain things, I wasn't able to. How my mother would lock me out the house because I wouldn't be I wouldn't do something correctly with my legs. And yeah, I've been through a lot of trauma. Everyone kept calling me a liar. And now I'm literally about to have surgery over something everyone called a lie. And I was terrified. I was scared because I was just like, why is this happening? I'm still not diagnosed. They're still doing, and I had to spend so much money on tests, and I still had to, I found out more tests because everything kept coming back normal. Do you know how frustrating it is when you have to go in for surgery because something's wrong, but then all the tests keep coming back normal? So, anyway, yes, he wouldn't call me. So then I'm like, can you text me? No, he wouldn't text me. And I'm like, can you at least send me? Because on Reddit, there's they have like the adorable puppies and like cute animal like chat rooms or whatever or whatever. And so I was like, can you at least do that? Because I mean, this is like the bottom of the barrel. Can you at least send me some cute puppies? That's how desperate I was for him to just give me a little attention, just to acknowledge that I was going through something on that day, something terrifying on that day. So, yeah, that's what he did. And for 5 seconds, I was excited when I saw them. I think it was around 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I remember because my twin sister stayed the night with me, and when I heard my phone go off, I was like, oh, he sent them. He actually sent them. But then I couldn't sleep at all. I didn't get any sleep that night. Each time the nurse came in to check up on me, and I remember I was watching a tennis match. You're awake? Are you okay? I can't sleep. And I remember she was like, what? Is something wrong? My boyfriend's a waste of time, and I don't know why I'm still with him. I remember telling her that. I remember she was nice enough to talk to me for 5 minutes, but she had to get back to the other rooms or whatever. But I told her, I don't know why I'm with him. I should have never been with him. He never encouraged me. He never motivated me. He never supported me. But then he always demanded. Like, it's like I forgot everything I said, but I remember when I was saying those things, and she was just like, well, did he come to visit you? He refused. Oh my god, I remember. Oh yeah, because it's like she saw that I liked the ice there. She was like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get you some ice. Cause oh yeah, it's like she did come back because she said she was gonna check on some other rooms and she was gonna come back with some more ice chips or whatever for me. And my sister was sleeping and everything or resting, so we're whisper like it was more of a whisper. But yeah, I think it was like a half hour, 45 minutes later. It's like first she was tiptoeing, and I looked, I was like, I'm still up. She was like, you need to get some sleep. And I was like, I slept when they put me under. And I remember she kind of laughed. She was like, oh, good point. Yeah, good point. But yeah, we chit chatted a little bit more, and I told her how no good my now ex is, and how I don't know what I've done wrong to not be treated like a human being. How after, because I even told her when his vehicle got repossessed, I lent him the money so he can get it out. When his truck failed and no longer would work, I allowed him to use my car to drive his daughters 2 hours up north so they can see their grandmother. It's like when he could no longer afford, like, because he was about to buy a new car, he didn't have enough for the down payment. I lent him the money for the down payment. In the part two, I'm going to tell part of that story. I'll do the full story closer to the holidays because that's around the corner. But it's like, oh, when him and his roommate forgot to pay the light bill and the heating in February, I brought food for the kids for them to eat because everything was spoiling in the refrigerator. I found a spot for him and his daughters to go so they could stay warm because it was freezing cold in that house. I was the one who, when he could not afford his divorce lawyer, the rent, food, and gas and everything, I went to the grocery store, filled up a grocery cart of around $200 worth of food because I wanted to make sure that he was able to take care of his daughters, and that was one less thing to think about. I like, oh, if you knew how many times I mean, now I know he tried to trick me, but it's like he didn't realize I lent it to him because I never wanted his daughters to think of him as a deadbeat dad. But all of the times he would spend all of his money on 420 and smoking stuff or whatever, and then he would tell me he doesn't have enough money for gas. And so before I go to work, because he would always tell me this when he goes to sleep around 11 o'clock every night. He would say this around 8, 9, or 10, right before he had to go to bed, because he knew that I would feel bad or whatever. So he would say it he would try to do that to catch me. So, because if he does it in the earlier in the day or anything like that, maybe I can tell him, well, maybe we can, or maybe you can figure it out. Maybe you can get money from your roommate. Yeah, I was about to say his name. Oops, my bad. Or maybe you can ask your mom to forward you some money or whatever. But he said it like that because now everyone was asleep. So, or everyone was living their life. It was late at night, too late to ask anybody else. And he always did that so many, like over over 60 times. I know over the 7 years, over it might be close to 100, but I know it's at least 60 times. So 60 times 20, $40. Yeah. But okay, I'm gonna have to do a part two. But just think of those few things alone. Those few things alone. But when I need him to come visit me, call me, text me after I have surgery, he was not there for me. Was not there for me. And that's only the beginning of my surgery adventure with this horrendous, awful human being. But this is the handicapable black woman. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human. You're human too. And if you're going through surgery or procedures or have a disability or anything, you deserve love, and you deserve to be treated like you're human. You deserve, however you treat that person, they should treat you on that level. And if that puts some people in fear, maybe that shows you that you need to treat people a little better, little differently. So, but yeah, if they don't treat you like if you don't treat them, and if they don't treat you like the vice versa, something's wrong. And if you allow them to do that, they're going to do it more and more and more. They're just going to take until there's nothing else to take from you. Trust me. I know. Just stay tuned because I'm going to show you more. Take care.